Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For the past 6 weeks or so, we've been making over the exterior of this house. We have lime washed the brick, we have painted the siding, and today we are starting a new project. It is finally time to address this. Just like every other project that we do, we have to do some prep work before we can get started with the fun stuff, with making the bigger changes. So I'm going to go ahead and blow off this concrete, all the leaves, all the dirt, and then I'm going to pressure wash the door really well so I can make sure that I get all the dirt off before we get started painting. So quick question, do you guys ever watch pressure washing videos like on YouTube or some TikTok? Because I love watching them. It is so satisfying to watch everything become clean. I was just curious because editing this, it was really fun for me to watch. After I was done pressure washing the first time, I noticed like a bunch of random stuff on the door. Like I'm pretty sure this is some kind of concrete that wasn't coming off the pressure wash. So I went through and scraped all of that stuff off the door, and then I'm going to pressure wash it again because that's going to show through the paint. Any like uneven texture, especially as textured as this was, is going to show through the paint and it's not going to be a nice finish. So I can already tell a big difference in the door, but we're gonna make it so much better. We're gonna let that dry completely while we go grab paint and some other supplies. So I moved the garage door up and we're gonna tape off where we painted before. These birds today, sorry if it's loud, but we're gonna tape off where we painted before so we don't get any of the new color on that. I wanted to take this garage door lock off, but when I checked it out, it was going to open up a can of worms because I was going to need to patch, and because there were holes from when it was installed, so I just like got rid of that idea. But I'm going to prime it with spray paint because I find that that's the best for metal versus latex paint. Like the spray paint is going to adhere better, and then we can go over later with the latex paint. So now we're actually ready to start painting the garage door, and you're probably going to be shocked at the color as soon as I open up. So I had a plan A. This was plan A, and it did not end up working out, but I'm going to explain to you what my thought process was for plan A, because I do think it'll work on a different project. So I'm going to paint the garage door yellow because I want this warm undertone. And then I'm going to go over it with gel stain and it's going to look like wood. So we'll see if this ends up working out. I have seen it on Pinterest and I know that it works, but I don't think this was the project that I wanted to use it on. But stay tuned for future videos, hint hint, because I might end up using this same technique on something else.
So my neighbors keep driving by and I can tell they're painting our garage door yellow, and I want to be like, no, I promise you it's gonna be better, but for now it looks crazy.
So I really enjoy learning about you guys that are watching my videos. A couple of videos ago, I asked you guys where all of you were from, and that was so much fun. And now I have a new question. I want you to tell me, what is one project that you've done that you're super proud of? And I want to hear all about it. Tell me how it went, would you do it again, and why it's your favorite. I'll go first, but I'm going to cheat a little because I really cannot pick just one. Probably one of my favorites is the very first project that I did in this house, which are the built-ins and the fireplace. I'll link that video down below if you haven't seen it so you can check it out. Also, the epoxy countertops in the kitchen, because I had never done that before and I learned a new skill, so that was super fun. And then this exterior makeover, like lime washing the brick and painting the siding, has been so dramatic that it has to be on my list of favorites.
Remember way back at the beginning when we started this entire process, we removed this ugly light fixture? We're going to replace it with something much prettier while we wait for the garage door to dry completely. This looks so much better. Okay, here's where we're gonna see if this actually works. I'm using this gel stain in the color chestnut, and we're gonna go over the top of this yellow and see if it turns out how we want it to. All right, guys, I don't know about this. Let this dry for a while, and it's looking really splotchy. So I'm gonna swatch some colors that I had on hand, to see if maybe we need to pivot. Alright, we're definitely going to call this a Pinterest fail, and this is why. Do you see how it's like splotchy? And I think one of the reasons for that is like all these different levels, because the tone works, but I just can't live with it like that. So I swatched a bunch of these from the colors that I have, and I'm loving this one. If you watch my bonus room makeover for my kids, you will see me use this color. It's called Lauriston Stone by Sherwin Williams, and I love it because, like, is it gray? Is it green? It's a little bit of both. My favorite color is green, and it's kind of a warm color, and I'm hoping that it'll look good with all of the white.
As soon as I decided that I was gonna paint this house white, I knew that I wanted the garage door to have a wood look, but replacing it was definitely not in the budget because it functions perfectly fine. It would just be for looks. And so I wanted to make it over to look more like wood, but I kept in that quote unquote fail because I want you to see that plans change. Like, even if it looked good, I might not have decided to go that route, and that's okay because there are other things that can look good as well. And so I didn't want to waste time, energy, money on that when I could just go with another option that I would be just as happy with. But DIY is like that. It's not going to go exactly like you think, and like I said earlier, you're going to have to pivot, and that is okay.
Okay, to get in these cracks right here, I'm just going to open the garage door a little bit so I can make sure that we get all the way in there so you can't still see that yellow. Okay, the garage just needs one more thing before we can call it finished. I grabbed these off of Amazon. They're little decorations, I guess, for the garage door, but they're magnetic. So you can just stick them on, you don't have to screw them anything. It's like a simple, easy way to update your garage door.
So we can fully appreciate how dramatic this transformation has been, let's take a quick moment to remind ourselves what the house looked like when we first started this exterior renovation. Then we lime washed the brick and painted the siding, and this is how it was looking. And now with the garage door makeover, this is how it's turned out.
That's another project down on the exterior of this house, and it made such a big difference, I think, to get rid of even more of the peach. So thanks so much for watching, and make sure that you're subscribed because we still have so many more projects to do that you don't want to miss. Thanks guys, bye!